Where are we? Well, the landmark behind tells it all. Battersea Power Station. We're obviously in Battersea and we're going under the railway arches to a Malaysian restaurant called Roti King, which specialises in beef rendang, which is a meal that I really enjoy. Now, I'm hoping that the beef is really tender and succulent, coated in the rendang sauce with nice rice. As always, let's give it a go. Now I've got to say, if you hear a little bit of noise from trains, we're actually under the railway arches, so every now and again the train's going to go past, so apologies for that. Got the menu in front of me here. Nice selection of curries on here, the roti canai, murtabak, various rice dishes, noodle dishes, sides, desserts. Quite a basic menu, in fairness. I've come here specifically for that one dish, which is beef rendang. Now, slow cooked beef with aromatic spices served with coconut rice. Now the interesting thing here is we are in a very affluent area, Battersea. It's all been redeveloped and it's only £9.95. That is a very competitive price for where we're located. I really enjoy my curries. I've been looking forward to this. I'll see you in a minute. I've got to say, that was amazing. After I described the menu, a minute later, the food arrived. This place is quicker than McDonald's. Right, I have the rendang there. Get a little bit of a close-up on that. Lovely, rich, deep flavour to it. A couple of chilies on top. A nice portion of the coconut rice, again some dried onion flakes, and I'll imagine the cucumbers there just to cool me down if it gets a little bit warm. So let's get rid of the parsley. It's got a nice, deep, rich look to it, which tells me this has been cooked for a long time. So let's give it a go. Take a look at that. I lost my chili as well. First bite. First thing I've got to say, flavours come through. First you get the zinginess of the lemongrass and the ginger there. Then you get the powerful meaty taste with the chilli, which is nice and hot. And then the coconut milk calms it all down. As you might have guessed there, the meat was a little bit tough, which is a little bit surprising. Let's give it another go. I think I'll do is get a smaller piece of meat. Try it with the rice. Again, lovely look to it. The coconut rice with the coconut sauce works excellently. Got to say that piece of beef was a lot more tender. Let's calm things down a bit. Absolutely brilliantly balanced meal. I've got to say as well, very modern restaurant. It's a nice pleasant day outside. It's got a lovely seating area out here. So I'm going to enjoy that, and I'm going to enjoy the food. So I'll see you in a minute. Right, so the bill's arrived. As I said earlier, £9.95 for that beef rendang. Now I've got to say, the portion size, it wasn't the biggest portion in the world. However, for a lunchtime, it was more than substantial. It was a nice portion for a lunchtime. Coconut rice, perfectly cooked, nice presentation, a few crunchy onions on top, very, very tasty. Definitely needed the cucumber, because when it came to the rendang and the chilies, they bit back, if you like. The sauce itself within the rendang, really punchy, clung to the meat as it should do, had a really lovely flavour to it. The flavours came through, but then comes to the beef, and a little bit strange, because some of the beef was really, really tender, melted in your mouth, perfect. Then you had other pieces that were a bit chewy and a little bit tough, to the point where I actually had to leave a couple of pieces because they were too tough. Now, considering that's all cooked in the same pot, that's a little bit strange. You have the old train going past now as well. I did say that. So yeah, I just found that a little bit strange, that some of the meats were very, very tender and some of them were a little bit tough. Really nice restaurant inside. Staff, superb. Really, really helpful. Very attentive. Yeah, very good. Now, I've got to say, location, price, presentation, staffing, I'm going to have to mark it 8 out of 10. And I'm doing that quite literally because the star of the show is the beef at the end of the day. And as I said, a couple of pieces there were a little bit tough and a little bit dry. And again, that really surprises me because it's all obviously cooked in the same pot. The other thing I've got to say is I've never been served that quick anywhere in London. I've got to say that was just so quick. It was, as I said, quicker than McDonald's. It was very, very good. Now I've got to tell you, I've done a lot of videos here in London, and we are going to branch out, and I'd like to actually hear from you guys. You tell me where you want us to go. Now I hope you liked the review. I'd also like you to comment on what you thought of the beef rendang. If you could like and subscribe to our channel, as always, that helps. Until next time, choo-choo. Until next time, cheers.